What is up? Welcome back to another video. We're going to be talking about these two cards here that were pulled for Shining Fates. Both of them are $600 raw, but this one right here, I think it could be a PSA 10 easy. That's $2,500 retail or reselling. And then this one will probably be like a 9 or an 8. If it's 9, it's $1,200. If it's an 8, it's 6, like 80 or something, which is drastically different. But that's just kind of how grading works. Oh, wait a minute. I'm at the wrong presentation, or at least, oh my gosh. This is me presenting my demo for this week from sprint number 6. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Alright, let me get into it. So, let me switch gears here to what I did for the sprint. I added map functionality to the review pickup game screen. So I pretty much added the map and added all of its functionality, how to search for the map using the geocodes that are used in the search for the main map. And I implemented a draggable marker on the map just in case people, when they put in their address, it's like not at the exact right location, or to try to make it a bit more precise if they're on one side of the park or the other. And then I also added in a unique username functionality. So let me get into that. Up on the screen will be, I actually just put in the pull request here, so I'll show that and close it. So this is my pull request here. I merged it 4 hours ago. And that is on my branch number 57 here for creating the two-factor authentication, which I never actually did because after 3 hours of research, it seemed really complicated and we'd rather have my time be used somewhere else, like where it was. So we decided to cut that out with the time we have remaining. But anyway, I'm going to get down here to the nitty-gritty. I'm first going to show up the screen of the review pickup game screen. As you can see here, I added in all the initial state stuff for when somebody logs in, and then I added in a component did mount that'll get the address from the previous screen and set that there. Then there's a bunch of geocoder stuff to search the map, and then we have our map and our scroll view. But I'm going to actually show you guys in the demo right now. So I'm going to set that up. 3, 2, 1, and we are live. So I'm going to quickly show, like, here's the home screen. I'm going to go to create a game. I'm going to go to Dylan's Hermosa Park basketball game, right? So obviously I chose to do a basketball thing, and I will be pasting this here. So this is the address to Hermosa Park in Rancho Cucamonga. I'll actually also show, here's the review. There's where the pin is, right? You can see that the pin is not quite on the park, but it's like right there. And just to kind of prove to show that it actually looked up the park, here is the park on a real map. It is right here. It also shows the exact same address on the pin. So now I'm going to show the draggable marker. So if I click on it, I could actually drag it over to where I think the basketball courts are. So if I want, it'll update the latitude and longitude of that location. So now that'll go into our Firebase database, and it'll store that. So when we go back to the big map, once that's implemented, it'll show all of the pins around that area. So now I click confirm, and now the game has been created, and it brings me to my game screen, which will soon show that data that has been put in there. Now the other thing that I have done is I'm actually going to log out real quick. So I'm going to register for another account. I mean, we've done this a million times. Dylan Attridge, right? And I go next. So I'm going to use a username that I know for a fact is already in there, which is my Dillpick14. So I click next. Oh wait, I might have put a space at the end there. Return Dillpick14. Return. Next. Error, the username you've entered is already taken. Please try a different username. I know that my account has already had a Dillpick14. Now I'll even try Dillpick20, right? That's another account name that I've done. Don't know why I added a space there, but yeah, again, something, it's already in our database, so I'll try Dillpick06, right? That's a unique name. Cool, it went through. I've already used up all of my emails that I could possibly use for my test accounts, so I'm not actually going to go further on with that process just because we've seen it already before. But yeah, that's what I have added to our functionality. Soon we will have the render map in any of the games that you put up. Not every single game has their latitude and longitude in it, so we need to go back through and reseed all the data that we have in there. Now onto the, you can see that my code is in here for that The other screen that I edited, obviously, was the register username screen. This is the backend stuff that was added to check for the unique username and continue to pass on the extra stuff there. Um, what's next that I need to show? I've showed code highlights, GitHub, and all that. All right, so here's our team Gantt chart. So I'm going to quickly go over everything that I did this week again. So I've 100% completed the backend check for a unique username. I spent a few hours on researching the two-factor authentication, and after those few hours, we decided to put my time elsewhere because we felt like that was not a necessary feature that we need to have right now, and that could be put into a later version of the app. The next thing that I also did was render the map on the review create a pickup game screen. That is 100% completed. And then I also kind of got started on the implementing the ability to change a profile's background. I didn't get as much into that as I would have liked this sprint, as I did have some other stuff going on with me studying for my GRE test that I took last Thursday. I'm still able to get ample amount of hours in. I'll show you that now. So on Sunday, I pretty much spent all day Sunday. I know it was Easter, all day, all the way up until like 12 o'clock midnight, kind of working on stuff and making sure I was polishing up things, making sure that it looked good. And then I also spent a good amount of time after I took my GRE last week, and then also on Friday as well. So I have a total of like 9 hours and 9 minutes here, and then I have 7 hours and 56 minutes spent here. So yeah. Lastly, for the Team Gantt chart, I know we are actually still going to be adding some more things because we want to polish up a bunch of stuff. I will be most likely implementing all of the different pinpoints that'll show up on the main map when you go to the map setting. So that way you can see all of the games in your local area. And then on top of that, I'll continue to work on the profile screen. This sprint is pretty much a catch-up sprint, as we pretty much have a lot of our main functionalities set up, but just to like start polishing things up as we go to the final stages here of the class, and or finishing up the application. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, I totally messed up which video I was recording here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I will be adding in the demo. I think I'm still recording. Nope, I'm not. Yep. All right. Have a great day. Bye.